Disruptor's a good pick, but I just don't know how they're laning anything anymore. Here we go. Team Falcons choose the Bristle.
It's one thing the Falcons didn't quite fully clear out. We still have some catch-up potential down the line.
Oh, jump in on ATF. ATF trying to be aggressive here, just stacking up all those stats. In fact, he's winning the man fight as well. Looks like Low does need to run. ATF, though, still on the chase, but does not have pounce available. He's got a lot of stats available for himself, so Low probably won't really be able to hang out too much as Undying does go down. First blood drawn by Crit, but there was a trade. New does find snaking top lane. He's been leashed up here by Amar. Undying trying to run. Crit just not leaving him alone, though. Should be another kill here for the Batrider eventually as Crit does secure, but will give his own life away.
Farm up, whereas in comparison for the side of Extreme, they haven't had really any room to leave at.
Every time I look at ATF, he's just man-fighting Low, and this time around again, he's winning it out as Low just needs to run but can't get away. ATF, he'll survive as he wants even more now, trying to go after Undying, who's trying to fight back. Eventually does get the Slark kill, but Crit's gonna find a double kill on the Batrider. Meanwhile, top lane, Chase is on for Skinner. Can they at least get the Dawnbreaker? They can. Snaking, though, looking for New, should have his life and does. Polison still trying to fight, does eventually retreat.
Double actually coming out for Crit. He does manage to snipe it away, and Paulson just a little bit late off of that tier 1 siege.
Oh, New.
Pressure onto New.
Caught out. Starbreaker is there this time around. New still trying to run, but will go down as snaking. Meanwhile, bottom lane, a big group up now as Malrine has also rotated, and Low is actually farming the area right now. Not seeing this rotation happening. Malrine will realize he's there. XM will spot him out eventually, but he wants to get out perhaps. He's thinking about moving back in as they are jumping Low as we speak, but it seems like Falcons not 100% sure if they should keep going. ATF has been left behind. He will drop. They bring the numbers in. XG finding a pretty nice kill. Malrine, though, still wants to fight. Does kill off Polison. Looking for more now. Onto Low. They'll get the lasso. Solar Guardian to fly through to boot. Low, he'll have the borrowed time, but it doesn't really feel like it's going to matter. XM, he'll drop the egg. He'll buy a bit of space to just zone out the side of Falcons. They are going to let the egg go off. Malrine dropping pretty low. Might actually go down and does.
Try to deal with it at that point. At least for the side of Falcons, again, they're getting space out from Malrine to clear out some stacks slowly but surely, although...
You got the Shadow Dance off in time. He does need to retreat, though, by the looks of it, as they do commit the Doom. XM's going to jump in as well, and this Slark is as good as dead. No saving Amar, which is something that Extreme just, I don't think will be quite expecting this early on. As top lane, they have jumped onto the Dawnbreaker, and it seems as though they should have him, as there's no helping coming for Skidder. XM will ensure he does go down. So another nice, important kill for Extreme Gaming, but it seems like Falcons, they want to try and fight back. They'll go for a lasso right onto the Doom. New's still alive for now, but the kisses continue to fly in, and eventually New is gone. Throughout this game, number 1 is now Skidder again being watched top lane. They'll jump in with XM, the Spirit Vessel making it very hard for Skidder to survive through this. As Crit does kill Polison, but they will lose Skidder in the meantime as Snake King, oh, he'll barely get there. Just barely securing the life of XM.
Once Glimmer Capes also start to fly in, once that pipes finish up in Falcons, they have a little bit less to worry about. And that scary Phoenix starts to get a little bit less scary, although...
Big Static Storm being dropped here. This could be a very hard fight for Falcons, and the Solar Guardian does buy them a little bit of time, but Snaking already gone, and so is ATF, as they'll try to focus down New on the Doom, but there's just not enough damage coming up from Skidder. Skidder now getting glimpsed back into Low. Crit's gonna jump in again, finds a lasso onto XM. Maybe that's the turning point, but the Aphotic Shield purged off immediately. Crit's still actually going. So is Malrine. Maybe they've got him. XM slowly but surely dying. The Flame Break will connect, and that'll be enough. Malrine will eventually die to the glimpse damage. XG, smoke up, nice hook shot, they found Crit. That's a big target. Crit's gonna try and force stuff away out of this though, but the glimpse is gonna be there. Roshan's still alive. Cogs out from Polison to try and block the stairway. In goes Low with the harpoon out onto Snaking, but Low maybe going a bit too far on his own. Still pretty confident with that borrowed time, as now they've dropped the Static Storm, just trying to do with Snaking, but here comes the Solar Guardian. Skidder's going to join in the team fight. Malrine's still going as well. ATF will join in now. Polison, he's the target, but it's not working out for Falcons. They are slowly falling apart here, but the egg does expire now. Maybe they can reset and go again. Falcons still trying. Here comes Crit to help out. The lasso's out onto New. The Doom's still fine with the Aphotic Shield. There was ATF ATF has dropped low. Is he gonna die? He finally will. Skitter will catch him. Maybe Falcons can take the fight. New dropping to crit. Malrine still playing games here with Paulison. And it seems like Xtreme will indeed lose the team fight in the end.
So it's either you get the barrier away, you remove the move speed bonus, or maybe you just nerf the base magic res at that point, which just makes it unappealing again. It's always tricky when these items are...
Oh, TP away. It's not going to work out. They can win this team fight. For now, Xtreme Gaming, they'll hold the high ground in that Radiant jungle. Falcons will smoke up as 5 to boot. New, about to break his smoke onto Malrine, and does. Immediately Glimmer capes up and just runs. The Skitter is trying to find a Starbreaker opportunity. We'll go for the low instead. Low, gonna lose his borrow time pretty quickly at this rate, but they do get a nice Doom off onto Skitter. Skitter dropping pretty damn low, needs some help ASAP, but it's not coming. Skitter is down. He'll buy back immediately. Back in with the Solar Guardian now. They'll move on to Paulison. Paulison's still going. Meanwhile, a double lasso from Crit, but it's going to be saved with the Aphotic Shield and the borrowed time. New still being chased here by Malrine, but he's going to be all right, I think. How deep will Malrine go? Deep enough. New is down.
Looking for something with a smoke. Paulson does spot out.
Find a big one. And that's XM. That's your mid Phoenix, and he will not make it. Skitter actually just committing the Solar Guardian as well. But I believe he was using it just to be able to get away from this gank from XG. And now, I mean, they're in prime position to go back for the tier 3 bottom tower. Xtreme, they're not around to defend. Nobody's here.
No.
They'll TP now, but it doesn't really feel like they're going to be there in time to at least defend the tier 3 tower. There it goes. Malrine, 4-staffed in, low. He does have a full Bloodthorn up now, so plenty more damage to be used up. But Malrine is still just such a tanky boy. XM's going to jump in. Big Shiver's Guard and Fire Spirit's being thrown out, but Malrine's still barely alive. Will finally lose that first life. In goes ATF, trying to find that borrowed time proc, but it's not coming out yet. In fact, now it is. Low wants to fight while this is going. Hook shots in, Paulison. It's a very nice one, but the Glimmer Cape does save the life of Malrine, as there's just no follow-up. And now, Falcons, they'll jump right back in. I mean, Egg's already committed, Hookshot's committed, borrowed time's on cooldown. There's not really much of a reason to retreat now for Falcons. Skitter gonna go for an attempt onto Paulison's life, but there's plenty of heroes around to try and jump him if they so wish, but they'll see crit. They don't want to deal with the Bat Rider. Paulison trying for a hookshot play up, but there's no creeps. Quick hairball, but not really gonna matter too much yet. XG again just gonna back their way out as ATF has snuck in from the backside, breaking the smoke. The Cogs will see him. He'll pop his BKB. They'll doom him up though. In comes the Solar Guardian. They want the fight around this area. Low, he kind of got left behind, but he's gonna make it out. Instead, they're just trying to focus down the doom. New is down. He's got buyback available though. Low dropping quite low himself, but he's still perfectly fine with the borrowed time available. Now will be forced to pop it. Falcons in a very strong position now. Skitter on a Paulison. Paulison should be going down, but the Static Storm makes it hard for Skitter to finish the job off. Skitter, he might be the one to drop. ATF's going to jump back in, but they've got the Dawnbreaker gone. He'll buy back. Skitter looking to make his reappearance in this fight. As Low now being chased down. Should drop, and does. Malrine finding a double onto XM. They'll go. XM, he'll use himself up, but he's got no Icarus Dive available. He's down. A triple kill for Malrine. Mind you, they will still be playing without XM for another 20 seconds anyway. So it seems like they will wait for XM to respawn at least. Here we go. New's gonna jump in, dooming himself up, but they just 4-staff him out of it. Malrine's perfectly fine. The Doom really needs nothing. In fact, that wasn't a Doom. That was a Lotus Orb return.
Yeah, he has Ags on Malrine, so it reflects as the Ags Doom. That's actually ruinous. But at least you have a refresh here for New. Gonna need to try again.
Malrine, I mean, he's dropping low, but he still has the Aegis up. And they're just fine. Mega creeps up, they walk out of there. There's going to be a bit of a glimpse, but it doesn't really seem to matter at all, as now they jump in onto Low. Low's trying to chase down Snaking, but can't really keep within the range he needs to be. There's another Doom out. It's not doing much though, as Low is already dead. They're onto Amar. They'll at least find ATF, as Low, he's going to buy back. He'll try to make his reappearance in this team fight, as Malrine might finally lose that Aegis, or maybe he won't. He'll jump back in. He'll finally let it go down, but can Low really keep fighting like this? He's got got borrow time available, but it doesn't really feel like it's going to make too much of a difference here as he needs to run. Low's out. He's by the fountain. Falcons have not retreated as Skitter jumping back in now, fighting XM on the Phoenix, but he's not dead yet. They're just camping the fountain. Tier 4 towers are completely gone. It's an ancient, completely exposed now. Snaking. Snaking will drop. Are Falcons done yet? It really doesn't feel like it. They're still hanging about. Lasso back up in one. They're going to try low again. They'll get the break off as well. There'll be no borrow time to come in if he can't get it off in time, and he cannot.
Oh, no.
Low has died back. Falcons looking to end the game as they will find Polison to boot. In Extreme, they are still desperately trying to keep this going.
The fountain diving.
But it is not looking good as ATF right into the fountain now, sending a message. And they are still not calling it. XM will buy back again, but the Ancient is gone. And Polison will finally drop the GG. There's the Lena, by the way, John. Well done. You picked it.
Snaking can come in with 3 right clicks with that live wire. That's already doing good zoning on you.
No, it's going to be so annoying for you. Meanwhile, though, ATF actually dropping for first blood. Undying, able to secure with the Inkswell damage. And there you go. ATF getting caught with his pants down here down in the bottom lane. Already feeding first blood away. Bottom lane does seem like it's evened out quite a bit now, as ATF actually going to try and get aggressive here against Low, but he is going to be careful, especially with that Inkswell coming out. He wants to see it disappear before he goes for more. Low's still being chased down here by Crit. They have a Boundless to throw and they will connect, and Low eventually will die as Crit hits him with the blood grenade. In fact, Undying misses the stroke of fate. Oh no. It's another double kill for Crit's Batrider.
Skitter's just not something you can easily run down. Snaking's done a fantastic job of just threatening the vault, and always being safe with the Heavenly Jump as well makes it difficult. They aren't starting to make some moves down bot at the very least.
Yeah, Undying again going to go down. Crit may give his life away for that, as Low should have him and done.
Even that's not something you can just easily find here.
I mean, Crit, he's very good at securing these Wisdom Runes at that 7-minute mark, and of course, with the Flame Break, it makes it very easy for him to just do just that, as Crit now, moving on to New, might actually have him, and he does! Undying, can you get out, sir? Here comes XM. XM's not having it. No more. Double kill for the co-op.
XM doesn't quite have a threat without the Sonic Wave Vider, although they are looking to bully out Malrine a bit.
They're going to try, doing some great damage here onto Malrine. Snaking is around to help out. In fact, with the Heavenly Jump, the slow was enough. Polison, though, still trying to desperately get within range, but Malrine now perfectly safe, as Skitter was there just in time with the Aphotic Shield to block off all that Scream damage. And suddenly, Falcons, they are just all in the mid lane. They just want a very quick tier 1 mid tower. XM still trying to force them away, but it's not really going to make much of a difference, as they will just secure here with Skitter. Extreme, they're bringing more bodies in, but it's all too late. The tier 1's just down. That's a big deal. In fact, Amar, not done, looking for Undying, and he's got him.
And already looking for more tier 1s.
Oh, Low. He's trying to go through the outpost, but... excuse me, the twin gate rather, but that's not going to work out for him. He needs to fight, and his team is here and ready to go. Crit's going to sneak up from the back. They do at least find Snaking with that Sonic Wave, but it seems like Falcons might just keep the fight going. Crit's got Lasso available. He'll hold out for now. Undying is the one to go down first, as now Malrine does show up looking for Low with the Laguna Blade. Low still trying to get out of there. Might just make it, but Crit is still on his tail, and so is ATF. Can they catch him? It's starting to feel like Low is a bit too quick, though ATF's still desperately trying, but it's only him.
Yeah, you're not too upset about that in Falcons. Again, you drag all of these heroes down. Snaking.
He's actually alive, but New's the one in danger now. I mean, he's got Thunder available, but it doesn't really feel like it's going to matter too much in this scenario. Is ATF more than happy to just heal up with the Jingu Mastery?
Leveraging the power of that Simeon Stride, just making his way across the map. Always finding free pickings on Undying if he's not too careful here.
Undying just not having a great time. ATF not going to let him go either, but he has lost that Simeon Stride. In fact, now he's in danger. Low's going to show up. ATF's got no choice but to try and fight back, but he's out of luck, I think. He actually does Mischief, does a Scream, but it's still not going to be enough. Still Jingu Mastery proc again, but it's still not there.
Extreme are starting to find some ground, right? Like this Bristleback is already one part into the Ags.
They've got the quap now. Blink is up in 1, but it's all too late. The Boundless was there in time, and it's a real shame. I mean, XM, he was having a really good game for himself, but that'll be his first death of the game now in the quap, and I feel like against a team like Falcons, you really can't really afford to slow down, as ATF is not slowing down, but he may have given his life away again, and he does. Can they get Low? No, they cannot. Low's out of there.
Could be a nice opportunity if they catch someone off guard here.
Skinner. Chase is on. Hookshot is there from Polison. Skinner needs some help desperately. Does get the borrowed time scored up just in the nick of time to be able to survive a little bit longer, as Crit has joined in. Now they move in as well with Malrine, though Malrine actually getting caught out and does get killed by XM. In the meantime, Crit commits the lasso onto New. New still happily running towards Skidder, though, wanting that Abaddon Pos 1 kill. ATF around the corner, but he's going through the twin gate. He knows he can't help right now. Meanwhile, Crit does go down. Skidder still trying to TP out of there, but he's not going to make it.
They can try to look for a little bit of a play here, and they've got the blink up on Crit to isolate.
Nice lasso. Crit is in. Blink reveal is there. Hookshot from Paulson and a big sonic wave. XM, he buys the space. The Thunder's out onto Low. He does not end up going down. They'll still find Paulson and Undyne, so the support duo will drop. But at least they will save their Bristleback.
That was clutch out from Paulson. Hookshot in and gets the Glimmer Cape save off. So, and it just provides enough space for Low to back out. Now they can re-engage.
Now they want something for their trouble. Crit will drop immediately as Low. He's not done. He wants the big one. He wants Malrine. Malrine trying to run. A quick Dagon in from XM. Malrine still alive thanks to that aphotic shield, but surely not for long as XM. Oh, I mean, they're still moving in. The Blink Dagger is there and Malrine is finally down, as now Low's looking for his own way out, and so is XM. XM will be okay with the Blink. Low, meanwhile, trying to chase down Skidder, but realizes he is pretty much out of luck here. John, he's dead. Almost taking ATF with him, but not quite.
And Crit. Blink lasso back up. There you go.
Yeah, very nice. Lasso in XM, getting caught in the Wukong's command. They do throw out the Lightning Bolt, and the Flame Break connects. The XM dropping another very strong Sonic Wave, and he actually will survive thanks to the Glimmer Cape usage. As now Paulus with a great hook shot in, catching two. They'll take down Crit. Snaking does heavily jump out of there, and will make it. Oh, Extreme Gaming is still pretty aggressive positioning here in the Dire jungle. Skidder's going to run into them. Crit's going to be around as well with the Blink Lasso ready. New still hanging about. It seems like they probably want to catch XM on the quap, if anything, with that lasso. Is now Skidder dropping pretty low. Might be forced to borrow time very soon. Low's going to move in. Skidder, there's your borrowed time committal. Meanwhile, ATF from the back will move on to Polison, but he hasn't got enough damage on his own. He's going to try and survive through this, as the rest of his team will make it there now. Is it enough? ATF, he will survive. They'll move on to New, but New's also going to survive. The Glimmer Capes again coming in clutch. Malrine just does not have enough, but now Low getting caught by a lasso. They were very patient. The hook shot from Polison, but it's all too late. Polison now still trying to fight, will end up going down. They'll try for Malrine, but they'll lose Undyne instead. In fact, New's now in the middle of nowhere. And New, well, he's got Thunder, John, but he's not even going to get it off. A very messy fight, but a very, very nice lasso again from Crit right at the end. Crit, he's going to have a gander with the Firefly committed, seeing if he can find anyone for a quick, easy kill. Skidder and Malrine going to join as well. Looks like Undyne with the Glimmer Cape TP going to try and get away, but it won't make it. Crit still holding onto the lasso, looking for a bigger target. Undyne, of course.
See if you can try to work an anvil out. They do have Metamorphosis ready on you, and they could use spot Skidder.
They can find the Batrider first, but the hook shot's off the mark. A nice 4-staff away from Crit. They will try onto Skidder instead, but you've got to be worried about that borrowed time with that secondary. And there it is. Procced immediately, that they are wasting a lot of its time, so Skidder needs to just run the hell out of there. Meanwhile, the Wukong's command committed by ATF to try and zone away the side of Extreme Gaming. And it seems like Extreme, they will kind of just be zoned out. Polison's still having a look around to see if he can find a nice cogs. Low now rushing towards Malrine. Meanwhile, Falcons just trying to retreat, trying to find a way back out of here. In fact, never mind. They're jumping in. Polison, he'll actually survive the Thunder from New. Skidder's the one to go down. Massive, massive plays here from Extreme so far. Can they find more? I mean, they're desperately trying, but they don't have hookshot available for another 10 seconds. So it seems like they might just have to settle for trying to go down this tier 1 bottom tower first. Oh, hookshot again. Does catch out the lean up. Drags it down to the low ground as well. This could be very awkward for Malrine. He just can't get his footing. Can they burst him down though? Malrine's still alive. XM trying to jump in after him. It's still not enough, but Malrine so low, but the lasso from Crit. It's going to buy some time for him to TP out of there. They'll still find 3. In fact, they might even find more, but no. Paulison barely missing out on a TP cancel.
Depending on how well they start out.
It certainly could be. Falcons trying to sneak up from behind, both placing vision down as the lasso has caught out Undying. They want that Grimstroke first, and they've got him. Undying down. Crit does also drop though, so a nice trade to start for Extreme. Is ATF, middle of nowhere right now, just trying to survive in his Wukong's command, but a hookshot Paulison jumping in. ATF dropping pretty low. They'll take down Paulison and ATF. He'll heal up with the Balance Strike Jingu Mastery. He'll make it out for now, but how long can he survive? The answers look like not very long, but no, he's actually making it out of there. Can he though? The shield's giving him time. ATF still trying, but does eventually go down. Is now Skitter in big trouble. Skitter trying to get out, cannot make it. XM will Dagon him down.
And I can see the value for XM into this Axe that he's queuing up, because Soulbind Axe is going to be nice. You do whiff a little bit of a hookshot from Paulison.
Snaking. Oh, gets the TB cancelled. Paulison very nice with the cogs, and poor old Snaking will have to lose his life.
And it just keeps
Look
going.
at it.
He has enough to just keep it up every time.
How many do you have? 1, 2,
They have everyone. I think 4 at least.
Paulison, Malrine has been caught. We'll throw Laguna out. He was saved by Glimmer Cape 2, by the way. John is ATF. ATF is down. Not great news as he does not have buyback, but thankfully for Falcons, Extreme Gaming will look to retreat. Take their time. Smoke out from Falcons now, wrapping through the top lane. They're going to try and sneak all the way behind Extreme Gaming, and then in fact they'll hold the high ground of that jungle. Snaking though has been spotted. Low already jumping in, but he's pretty early to the party. Meanwhile, Lamar finding Undying. Already finding the Grimstroke, so he's down. Meanwhile, Alasso, Crit now going to drag back low, trying to get some damage out, but he's gone. Crit is down. We'll see Snaking buy back into this team fight. Is now Paulison being targeted, but to get the 4-staff away, and with the Glimmer Cape, they can't really kill him. He's all right for now, but eventually they will take him down. ATF, though, has also dropped. Now Skitter's the target here for Low. The chase is on. Skitter still looking for the man fight against Low, but it's not really well advised. He does not have borrowed time. He can't fight. Malreed in trouble. XM jumping in. He'll find a dieback on Snaking. Malreed now forced the BKB just to get out of there. Meanwhile, Low just securing the tier 3 tower into the mid-racks. He desperately needs it if he wants to try and defend this base, but the tier 4 towers are going to be focused down now by Low and the crew. Malrine going to try and last. Oh no, the Lotus Orb! They caught them instead. Falcons, they're going to try and fight this one out, defend their ancient. But how do you do it? Low's in the fountain. He takes down Snaking, runs right back out towards his team, looking for ATF. Now ATF, he'll pop his BKB Wukong's command and try to at least take down Paulison, and that he will. Buyback's been coming from Crit. Skitter about to drop, needs to get out of there, but doesn't seem like he really can, as Skitter is gone. He has buyback available. He'll need to commit it because XG, they are not retreating. One tier 4 tower already down. There's your buyback now from Skitter. You will run away. XM does get caught, but Glimmer Cape John, he's unkillable. They can't kill him. Low.
No.
Turns his back, gets some damage off on the Skitter. Meanwhile, XM jumping right back in. Glimmer Cape's back off cooldown, so he can do whatever the hell he wants now. As ATF trying to fight, but he's fighting Glimmer Capes, John. You can't fight these things. It's basically invincibility at this stage. It's a Herald game, John. Invis just means everything now. ATF in trouble. New will take him down. That's a dieback for ATF. Low's back in the fountain. Another lasso, but what does it matter? Low couldn't give a crap. He'll give up the Aegis. Is this actually going to be a defense from Falcons? No, it's not. ATF calls it. Ancient's gone anyway. In Extreme Gaming, Jonathan, I'll be frank, I didn't really have much hope that they'd be able to pull off a Game 2 victory up against Falcons, but